Coming up on Hawk TV,
we take a look at Silver Wings highlights,
a Major League Baseball player,
and softball.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Spencer Rojas.
And I'm Karen Roshanali. Thousands of LISD students rely on the bus services to get to and from school daily. Courtney Foster takes a look at how the bus service will be changing next year.
LISD has decided to end the contract with Durham School Services after working together for 27 years because of a sudden contract change. After bidding with other companies, LISD has chosen to work with First Student for the next 5 years.
Well, we've actually, for the first time in about 26, 27 years, changed our transportation provider. For many of those years, of course, we used Durham Transportation. And because they had come to us asking us for a change in the contract, which would have had about a $3 million increase. So, for example, we spend about $11 million a year in the past on student transportation. That includes sports events and, of course, normal transportation to and from school. And that caused us to decide that we might want to take a look at what our options were out there. And in doing so, we got a couple bids and talked to some other companies and school districts and decided to make a change.
Look at strictly as a business decision. We actually had asked the school district to go out for bid because of some financial issues that we were having here, trying to operate our buses and actually operating at a loss. So, in order for everybody to be able to do the due diligence that's necessary, they go out with a request for proposal, and we submitted a proposal, as did First Student, and the school board made the decision that they wanted to go with the other contractor.
The change of the contract will bring improved safety features on the buses, such as loading and unloading the bus, and wider ranges of availability for after-school events.
All these buses will be brand new. They'll also have air conditioning, which will allow us to run some extended routes where we had to do some things with routing that was really to get students to school a little faster because of the heat in Texas. And we'll also have cameras in many of the buses. I don't know if it'll be 100%, but in a good number of them we'll have cameras, and something that we wanted to have in the past with our previous provider. The other thing is, it's important that when we have a transportation company and that they're going to show up with 40 buses for an event, that in fact all those buses show up regardless of availability of drivers. We've got students and parents waiting for the students to take those buses and attend certain events. And so I think we should see, I hope, greater reliability of service and a little more safety at the same time.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Courtney Foster. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Courtney. LISD will be receiving 288 new buses next school year.
The Silver Wings are preparing for its annual spring show. I got to take a closer look at changes the team has made.
In years past, the Silver Wings have performed spring show in the gym, but with a new director in charge, it's performing on the stage in the auditorium. Highlights is adding different styles of dance as well as performances from other organizations.
I know that in the past it's been in the gym, so there's something about a dark house in the audience and lighting being on you, and just the feeling of them being able to perform together on the stage is just going to be something that they haven't really experienced together before, and it's something that I'm really excited about. There's something about this team that when they get in front of an audience, they kill it, and so to see them on stage is going to be really exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's going to be a really good change because we're having professional lighting and everything this year.
Director Jen Morrow has put more emphasis on spring show this year and hopes on bringing the community together.
Me, spring show is, I emphasize it a little bit more because it brings our community together, as opposed to going to a random high school or going wherever to compete, and that doesn't really bring our community to see what we can do.
First, I think that I thought it was a really big change from
going from competition and sticking more to the spring show kind of side. But I really think that we've embraced it because it's given us a chance to like focus on ourselves and improving ourselves and trying out different styles of dance.
Mara has also changed the name to Highlights and hopes to create a new tradition for the school.
We're really encouraging people to come. I mean, I think we're calling it Highlights. That's a new tradition that we're starting, which really means spring show, but it's something that we'll carry on every year. And so I'm sure people are kind of going, highlights, what is that? So we're really trying to emphasize and put it out there to the public of what this is.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Spencer Rojas. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Spencer. Tickets can be purchased online, at the door, or at lunch for $10. We'll be right back.
Hey!
Hey, what's up?
I was thinking about prom.
Wait, did she just say prom? I haven't bought prom tickets yet. What am I gonna do? Okay, wait, I still have time. Sweet. Ugh, but they're $5 more each. Well, I'm gonna have to tell her I haven't bought them yet at some point. What if she gets mad at me? Hey, wait. Maybe she'll understand. She is my girlfriend after all. What's the worst that could happen? I haven't bought the tickets yet.
Then I guess you can find another date to prom then.
Welcome back. 2005 graduate Sam Freeman was drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals in 2008. Now to Sophia Craft for the story.
And now your St. Louis Cardinals, number 71, Sam Freeman.
For many years, alumni Sam Freeman has dedicated his time to baseball. He started playing at the age of 4, and 8 years later, he and his team won the Carrollton Pony League Championship.
Oh, just growing up, just with baseball always being on TV in our household, it was something that I gravitated towards. My dad, my brother, and my mom, we used to always go to the park and they would have us running the bases and shagging fly balls and everything, and it was just something I loved to do.
When Freeman entered high school, he joined the baseball team with the intentions of playing center field. But during his junior year, Coach Steven Stone wanted Freeman to start pitching as well.
When I got to Hebron, it was I enjoyed it, so I figured, why not? I loved it, so I just wanted to try and do my best to make a career out of it.
Sam was such a competitor, so I knew he'd compete. He had a live arm. He was left-handed, and so I wanted to get him on the mound. And as he got older, he got stronger and started throwing the ball with a little more velocity. What he ran into was throwing strikes, once he figured out the strike zone, he became a very good pitcher for us.
During Freeman's senior year, the baseball team advanced to the 4A regional semifinals, eventually losing to Waco Midway and ending his high school career. Freeman went on to play at North Central Texas College for 2 years before transferring to Kansas.
Going in, not knowing any better, kind of got overwhelmed with some of the nuances of a higher level of play, and so, it took the first semester to get acclimated to the higher level of competition, just in terms of the speed of the game. A lot of it was mental too, thinking I had to go in and do more than was necessary. After being drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals, Freeman started out in High A and eventually worked his way up to make his major league debut on June 1st, 2012 against the New York Mets. Yeah, just going out there knowing the ultimate goal was to pitch in the big leagues, and so every day it was just working to get a little bit better to reach that goal. Freeman posted a 3-2 record with a 3.33 ERA while playing for the Cardinals from 2012 to 2014. On March 28th, he was traded to the Texas Rangers.
I think for all of us here, we're so proud of Sam. He's one of ours, and he'll always be a part of our family here. I'd be lying if everybody said, oh yeah, we knew he was going to be a big leaguer when he walked on campus. No, you don't think that, but he's a testimony to good talent and hard work and perseverance, and he did all three of those things. Freeman's jersey number 4 was retired by the Hawks on April 14th. Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Sophia Craft. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Sophia. Freeman has been designated for assignment by the Rangers. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. The softball team is heading into the last 3 games of the regular season. Now to Tiana Lott with sports.
Thanks, Kieran. The softball team lost to Flower Mound Tuesday night 16-1.
The season has been, it's been a little rough, but we're really hard workers and we fight through every game. And so, you know, it's been a tough battle, but we keep battling every game.
When we were doing rough in our season, our coach took us to Dave & Buster's to make us have fun and get together, so we're trying to stay positive and keep it up.
With a 2-11 record in district, the team works to keep getting better as they go into the final games of the season.
We plan on finishing the last 3 games really strong, working really hard. Offensively, we're really going to have to step it up. Right-handed hitters are really going to have to do their job, and just defensively, we're going to have to get it done.
We plan on finishing our last 3 season hard and strong. We have had a tough season. We've had our ups and downs, but we're going to pull through, and we just got to get our offense going.
The softball team is back in action tonight against Plano West. In other news, the track team competed in the District 6-6A meet. For the results, check out HebronHawkeye.com. The baseball team is in 3rd place in district. Reese Woodhill brings us the story.
The baseball team went into extra innings Tuesday night. After being tied with Louisville 2-2 at the end of the 7th inning, Derek Mueller hit a double in the bottom of the 9th to bring home the winning run.
I knew going up there not to do too much. I knew we had 1 out, so I just had to take care of business, and it was at a 2-0 count, Coach told me to get on one, so I was ready for that fastball right down the middle, and I got onto it.
You know, everything in a baseball game doesn't go your way. And, you know, tonight we had some good things happen early, but then we had some things that we kind of let go. And to come back and win in the 9th, bottom of the 9th with a big, you know, double, that's a pretty cool way to end the game.
After winning 7 of the last 9 games, the team sits in 3rd place in district behind Marcus and Flower Mound going into the second half of the season.
Our momentum this year has come from keeping our blinders on 1 game at a time. Saturday we have Allen. Today we beat Louisville. That's all we can do.
Being 8-3 right now is good, but we've still got 5 district games left, and we need to keep grinding it out and scratching and clawing and doing those kinds of things. And I know my guys will. They're hungry. That's the kind of their motto this year is to stay hungry. And so I have no doubt that these guys will keep working hard.
The baseball team is facing a new 9-team district which features the 2014 5A state champion Flower Mound.
We just come out here. We know every game is a big game, so we got to come out strong and don't take any game for granted.
Honestly, every team's the same. Every team's going to be good, and we just got to play every team like they are the state champion, even if they aren't.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Reese Woodhill. Now back to the press box.
The team plays tomorrow at Allen at 1 p.m. That's it for sports. I'm Tiana Lott. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Tiana. That's it for today's broadcast. I'm Spencer Rojas.
And I'm Kieran Roshanali. Have a great rest of your day.